Ready to go? Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
Number 14, Ezequiel Tovar.
Arozarena takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. That's in there. Strike one. Just getting started here in Seattle.
Ball, that's low.
That's off the mark.
That's inside.
And it's 2-1. Just missed.
That's out.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here comes a 3-2. Stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ripped on a line to center. Takes it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Line drive, could be extra bases.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. So 2 down. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that is that. Stepping in, Luke Raley.
Yeah.
Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Foul ball. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. McCarthy has a beat on it, and there's 1 down. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. The 2-run shot. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Nope, that's inside.
Tied up here in the early going. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1.
Hey, 2.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. This one in the air, center field. Doyle should have this one. Brings it in. And that will end the inning.
It's just the beginning.
Back at T-Mobile Park, top of the second, Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
in his third season, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Checks over to first, back safely.
Nope, outside.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run blast. Here's Colorado's DH. And first offering is fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And he grounds one to the right side. Cronenworth tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. There's a strike. 2 runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. That one fouled hard the other way. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. So in now for Colorado, Hunter Goodman. He's 0 for 1. That's a slider for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ball 1.
Check swing, went around. 1 and 2. Got him swinging for the strike. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Waste no time there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive.
Oh, this is deep to left center, way back there, on its way, gone. A 2-run homer. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there are 2 down.
Nope.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Tied at 4. Yeah, that's fouled off.
What do you got?
2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Back in Seattle, on to the 3rd inning. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Swinging a foul straight back.
All these Rockies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Second baseman, Tyler Freeman.
Foul ball there.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Raley takes it in for the out. 2 away. Troy Johnston, the next to hit.
Ball.
Looks
Ball,
like he's being a little
inside.
cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. That misses
Oh,
the
that's
zone,
just out.
and that's ball 3. Lined into right, and that is that. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Ball, that's outside.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 1 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Hey!
Laced into left. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh, struck out swinging his first time.
Did he
Catches a
go?
swing. Appeal down to 3rd, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Just missed. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A shot to the opposite field. Towards first. Johnston takes it to the bag, and now 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Dominic Panzone. Check swing called strike, and that's strike 1. Into center. Grabs it on the run, and that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park, out of the 4th, Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
Outside, that's a ball.
And
Ball
that
2.
misses. And that's ball 2. That
That's
one
ball
misses. Ball 3. And there's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. This is Willie Castro.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
There's a swing and a drive. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall. Back in Seattle, ready to go, bottom 4. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Check swing called strike. 0-1. So a workaround situation.
Yeah, kind of. You're not intentionally walking him. You want to compete, but you don't want to give him something too good to hit. If you can get him out on your pitch, then even better because you got the pitcher leading off the next inning.
Arozarena aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. In the air, right field. Then there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
That's a ball.
Man at first, one away.
Hey.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. McCarthy settles under this one. Takes it in for the out. And now the right fielder, Luke Raley.
Inside, ball one. Ball.
That one is absolutely belted. Doyle giving chase. And it one-hops the wall. Arozarena flies around third. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead. That clips the corner. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped, but foul. Well struck right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. In comes the run from second.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Cal Raleigh. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Ball in.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Check swing. No appeal. And it's 1-0. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
2 down, nobody on. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard.
He was all over that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Nope, outside.
Arozarena, the next to hit, takes outside. That one out to right. Moniak moving under this one, and he makes the catch. And the inning is back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to play.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. So he goes yard to left. Here's the power hitting catcher, Hunter Goodman. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway, the 1-2.
Ball 2.
And that skips in the dirt.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. And he's out easily.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ball 1.
On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. He's already homered in this game. Number 70 gets the call from the pen.
And bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Inside, ball 2.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. Swing and a ground ball. Crawford. They take the force out. That ends the... We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
No.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Popped in the air, left field. That's out number 2. Back to the top of this.
Now pitching for
Raley goes 6 feet 3 inches, 235 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round.
Nope, that's a ball.
Back in 2016.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Inside, just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. Rodriguez out of the play. Back at T-Mobile Park. Top of the 6th inning. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies.
McCarthy.
That clips the corner. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Take notes on that swing, kids. That was a really nice breaking ball on the low outside corner, and he did all you can do with that pitch. He dropped the barrel down to it, stayed inside it with his hands, and just slapped it hard the opposite way.
One down. Next for the Rockies is the DH. 1 for 2.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the 6th. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles underneath it. 2 down. That one found hard the other way.
Inside ball. Ball 2.
McCarthy off of first with 2 away. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him. First base with a quick free pass.
Matt Brash gets the ball now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Goodman swings through it for strike 1. First and second, 2 down. This one in the air, right field. Base hit. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
That misses. And that's ball 1. What a stop. The tag got him. Wow, what a play. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan.
Yeah.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That clips the corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Adios, Peralta. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Hey! Check swing. He went, and it's 0-2. Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily. One down at the plate. Dominic Canzone. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Adios, pelota. It's their second home run of the inning. And that's downstairs and outside. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
What do you got?
Swing at the 1-1. Looked down to first, and he held back, according to Ricky Holiday. Missed with a changeup. Ball 3. Ground ball left side. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one hammered. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And we've got ourselves a change. Brennan Bernardino. And with the intentional walk here with 2 out, they set up a force at any base to end the inning. Back to the top of the order. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Victor Robles, looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. Their 3rd home run of the inning.